Hello friends, welcome to the UPSC prelims series of the government services. Here we will try to understand what it tries to say. Third most important scheme is related with kerosene. It is a very important scheme as it have a major impact on the people in rural area or people in slums or people who are living in somewhat poorer condition. The scheme is related with direct benefit transfer in PDS, that is public distribution system for kerosene scheme. Very important scheme. We will try to understand its various important features. Now, what are the objectives of this scheme? Its main first objective is to bring reforms in allocation and distribution of public distribution system kerosene, PDS kerosene. It must be reformed. Its allocation should have the identification of genuine beneficiaries. Second objective, to have better subsidy management, and third, to reduce leakage and diversion of subsidy of kerosene. So these are few important objectives of the scheme of PDS on kerosene. Now, where this scheme is going to be implemented, it shall be implemented in 9 states, where it shall be implemented in 33 districts of the 9 states. The states are very important. You should know their name, and you must also go through their regional aspect. It is Haryana, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, then Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan and Gujarat. These are the 9 important states where the scheme related to kerosene shall be implemented. I repeat it once again, it shall be implemented in 33 districts of 9 states. You should know the names of these 9 states. These are very populous states having large amount of population living in the rural areas. What are the features? The scheme is similar to PAHEL, that is DBT, that is direct benefit transfer. The amount of subsidy will be directly transferred to the bank account of the beneficiaries. That's why it is essential that your Aadhaar must be linked to this particular scheme. You should have a bank account under Jan Dhan account, and you should have a ration card. These 3 things are essential to get the benefits of this scheme, because the money shall be given directly into your bank account. It will not be given to the supplier or the retailer of the kerosene. Now, the important feature from the side of center-state relations, the implementing states will be given fiscal incentives equivalent to 75% of subsidies saved in first 2 years and 50% of subsidies saved in third year, and 25% of the subsidy is saved in fourth year. So whatever subsidy that we are being saving shall be transferred to the state government, who shall be working on implementing the scheme in a proper manner, so that when the leakages and diversion in the subsidy are stopped, we are going to save subsidy. The saved subsidy shall be transferred to the state government, so that they should encourage all the state government to take proper measures to avoid diversion and leakage of this subsidy. Now, the most important objective of this scheme is to make states and union territories kerosene free. Whenever you are going to write answer about this scheme, this should be your first line. The most important objective of this scheme is to make states and union territories kerosene free. Currently, which of the states and union territories are kerosene free? The kerosene free union territories are: one is Delhi, second is Chandigarh, third is Daman and Diu, fourth one is Dadra Nagar Haveli, and fifth one is Puducherry. So currently 5 union territories are kerosene free. The number is also very important. Then which are kerosene free states? It is Haryana, then Andhra Pradesh and Punjab. These 3 states are kerosene free states. So 5 union territories and 3 states are kerosene free states. Very important point in this particular scheme. Then next important scheme is Pradhan Mantri LPG Panchayat scheme. The most important objective of Pradhan Mantri LPG Panchayat scheme is to use the panchayat as backup for Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. I repeat once again, the most important objective of Pradhan Mantri LPG Panchayat scheme is to use all these panchayats as a backup for Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. The panchayat will be used as a backup for Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. The panchayat shall be used to distribute LPG connections in rural areas, and most importantly, the panchayat shall work as an awareness platform to resolve various issues and wrong beliefs regarding the use of traditional fuels and use of LPG connections. Panchayat, through its continuous and incessant efforts shall work towards creating awareness in the mind of the people about using clean fuel, about environmental impact assessment, about losses that are being related with the use of traditional fuel, cow dungs and all those things. So this scheme makes an attempt to reach each and every nook and corner of the country where it is very essential to use LPG connections for betterment of government, for betterment of common man, specifically for betterment of women and young children who have the common problem of acute respiratory illness. The features of the scheme are: it is an interactive communication platform for all rural LPG users, wherein government and its agencies shall communicate with rural people by using the platform of panchayat. So it is a interactive communication platform. Now this forum shall be used to motivate consumers to use LPG gases regularly. 1 lakh LPG panchayat will be activated across the country in next 1.5 years. This number is important. 1 lakh panchayat will be used under this scheme to activate, so that the consumption of this LPG connection shall be improved, its use will be improved. One panchayat will cover around 100 LPG consumers. This is the basic objective of this scheme. Now, to trigger a discussion through sharing of personal experiences on benefits of the use of LPG. So, basically, panchayat shall be used as information dissemination center, awareness creation center, and under this almost we are going to activate 1 lakh panchayat for disseminating information and creative awareness among the rural people about the use of LPG in their day-to-day cooking processes and other important processes. And every panchayat shall cover around 100 consumers. This number is also very important. Next one, Pradhan Mantri Ji one, that is Jaiva Indhan Vatavaran Anukul Fasal Avshesh Nivaran Yojana. One of the very important scheme. See what it says. Its main purpose is to produce second generation ethanol capacity so that it can be mixed with petrol and it will make petrol a more environment friendly fuel. It will reduce the unnecessary consumption of fossil fuel. It will reduce the consumption of fuel and all those things. Second important purpose is to attract investment in the sector of ethanol generation capacity. So first, to increase your production of ethanol capacity to the highest level, and second, to attract more and more private as well as foreign investment in this area of ethanol production. Now here very important thing, financial support shall be provided to the projects who are in the production of ethanol. Various integrated bioethanol projects will be established under this scheme and they shall be provided financial support by the government of India. But the most important thing is these ethanol projects should not use food stock for producing ethanol. They should use cellulosic and lignocellulosic biomass and other feedstock for production of the ethanol. Under this scheme, 12 commercial scale and 10 demonstration scale 2G ethanol projects will be provided viability gap funding, that is financial support shall be provided for the next 6 years in 2 phases. I repeat once again, first important point is 12 commercial, 10 demonstration scale integrated bioethanol project shall be established. They shall be provided viability gap funding in next 6 years in 2 phases. Very important point. Always have this capacity to structure your reading of government scheme. This will help you in memorizing every aspect of this scheme in a very simple manner. Now, this Center for High Technology shall be the implementing agency, CHT. it shall be the implementing agency. It shall work under Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. And what shall be the basic objective of this Center for High Technology? To incentivize 2G ethanol sector and to support this very new industry. What is the purpose? To incentivize 2G ethanol sector and to support this very new industry, and this shall be done by Center for High Technology, which comes under Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. It shall be the implementing agency. Now, what is the basic purpose of this scheme? Ethanol produced will be mandatorily supplied to oil marketing companies to blend in petroleum. The most important objective is to increase blending or mixing percentage of ethanol blended petroleum. That is, ethanol shall be mixed or blended in the petroleum, and the percentage of ethanol that is being blended in the petroleum will be increased. This is very important program, ethanol blended petroleum program. It is also written as EBP program, ethanol blended petroleum program. It was launched in 2003. Its purpose was mixing ethanol in petrol to address environmental concerns. That is, instead of using more and more petrol, we shall be going for using more and more ethanol. OMCs were given a target to blend up to 10% of ethanol in the petrol. This number is important. OMCs had the target, or they had been given objective to blend at least 10% of ethanol in the petrol. Ethanol produced from molasses and non-food feedstock like cellulose and lignocellulosic material will be included in the petrochemical route. So, we are going to produce ethanol from cellulose and lignocellulosic material for blending in the petroleum product. Thank you very much. Keep watching the lectures, keep sharing the lectures. Have a good day. Thank you very much.